All I wanted to do was repot my agave so that it had some room for its roots, but things went sideways quickly, and this is the video evidence of that. Let's just get right into it. So let me show you the situation with this plant. It is such a mess. I have grasses growing out from in between the leaves, but obviously they're rooted somewhere in the soil. I don't even know how they got in there. There are leaves and other debris caught in between these leaves. I have pups that need to be removed, like nice size. This is like my hand sized pup, and there are several on the other side. I have brown tips here, several that need to be removed. So the first thing I'm going to do is get on leather gloves. Now, I don't normally wear gloves when I'm repotting plants, but I don't just wear gloves for this plant. I wear leather gloves because, can I get this to zoom? I'm telling you what, if you catch your finger or your arm or anything on one of these, oh, you'll be feeling it for days. And then these teeth all along will catch on to anything. They are actually bent backwards if you look at them, like they're kind of going back and down, and they will catch and just tear your clothing, your skin. So she looks really beautiful, but you do not want to mess with this plant. So I'm getting some gloves on. All ready to go. I did want to say also that this plant has been outside every season, growing season that I've owned it, and has not been repotted. And if you know anything about agaves, you know they have a taproot. So I have no idea what I'm getting into here. I'm positive there will be insects, so there's another good reason to have gloves if you are terribly afraid of insects. I'm afraid of insects, but I'm kind of actually fascinated by them as well. So what I'm trying to say is I have absolutely no idea what we're about to see in this soil. So don't judge me, people. Oh, there's not going to be a good way to do this. Come on, Mama, let's go. I know you want to come out of here. Can you see this? That's that point that's tore off thread. It's already getting personal. Starting to wish I hadn't videoed this. Bigger container and proper equipment. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Holy crap. I get bad plant mother of the year, I think, for this one. Yep, okay. This poor plant baby. Well, I'll tell you what though, these roots are fantastic, and actually this is root, these are all babies. She did. Later, but these are not roots. These are baby plants. Can you see the spikes? And that's how all these pups started. So these are all pups that tried to burst out of the pot. In fact, here's one that you can see where it did. It comes from over here, comes right on out and becomes this little guy right here that's jabbing me. All right, I don't really know what else to do with this other than just start cleaning. And the first thing I'm going to clean with is the vacuum cleaner. Gloves on and start doing what I can, just pulling out weeds and maybe gently teasing these babies a little bit loose so that I can get at the soil and then get rid of that, because the soil, what soil is left in there, which there isn't a lot, that all needs to be changed out as well. I'm going to get my garbage bucket back out here and just start working that way. All right, I'm going to try a new approach. I'm gonna have to take off my glove, which means probably about to get pretty well beat up here. So it should make for good TV. How about there? Got him. Who's next? And he has some really nice roots already that aren't rooted into the soil, but will root into the soil when he's given the chance and opportunity. Look how nice he's shaped. Beautiful. Well, he was shaped nicely. Actually, I think I did that when I was wrestling with the plant earlier and decided to go get the hammer.
Oh my God.
So these are all potential babies.
Oh, wow.
And
that's the agave I got you?
Yeah. I think it was 17th anniversary.
It was expensive. It was like $70, I think.
Yeah.
No kidding.
She's a good grower.
Wow. I'll tell you what, that thing will light you up.
It has been. I'm bleeding. Oh lordy, oh lordy, oh lordy. Whoa. Okay, she's in the jar. That was a big mama. Okay, it is 2 days later, and this is what we're dealing with at this point. I finally got the roots cleaned up enough that I felt like I could plant this in a larger pot. I did that. It's not an ideal pot. I would have really preferred to have terracotta, and I thought I had terracotta that was the correct size. I did not. We all know that I was in way over my head with this project and I had no idea. I didn't know what I was getting into at all. So I tore off the majority of the little babies, but I left this one. Goes from right there all the way up. Please don't jab me. To right there. And one on the other side. And I left these not necessarily because I need them or want them. They have worked themselves clear around, and that's why they're leaning like this. They had worked themselves clear around the pot, like this one over here starts clear over behind, wraps around behind on this side of the pot, comes all the way around and then up. It's like these guys wanted to live, so I'm gonna let them live. So I stopped filming because I don't know, it was way too much creative cussing. I don't know, there was crying. It was terrible. I was in completely over my head, and so this is where we're at. You know, my YouTube channel isn't for kids or anything, but gee, even the piggy's ears were offended. Where's the piggy? Poor piggy. So cute. Oh, let me show you all these babies I have. So these are all the babies that I've saved. These are just random little, and these will root in just fine. I just have to put them in some soil. I have a lot that are shaped like this because of course they were all, you saw them, they were clustered so tightly together. They were underneath the leaves of these, sometimes like stuck in here or underneath. And so they've grown in not perfect shapes. So that means that I can't necessarily sell these right away. This kind of agave is a very slow grower. So these plants that are misshapen like this are not even going to be saleable for at least, I mean, minimum year and a half, I'm thinking probably at least 2 years before they'll be saleable. But I do have some real pretty ones that somehow came out with a decent shape, and look at the colors. Oh my gosh, aren't they gorgeous? I'll show you the prettiest one if I can reach over by the piggy. Yow! Mama plant got me again. That's another one. I have more cuts and scrapes than I can count at this point. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Now that is a lovely little baby agave. Didn't have to do anything to it. I'm just gonna stick this. We have all these roots here that are waiting to just kind of take off and do their own thing. So I'm gonna stick these in soil. And if you, for some reason, after seeing this video, still want to own an agave quadricolor, well, you can come on over to my shop. In case you're curious, my shop is called Matilda and Clementine. And if you're looking for me on Etsy and can't find me, my plants all have a pink background, so that might help. Anyway, I hope that this was entertaining, helpful in some way, I don't know. And if it wasn't, I'm sorry. It's just what we're doing over here in this neck of the woods. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.